Welcome back to Paultons Park, and the Valgard updates are of course going to continue. As we were told at the event, and you've probably all seen it, we didn't really post from the event as such because we're here to explain it to you. Serpents Curse is coming in 2027 right here, and it felt wrong not starting the video here, and yet inadvertently there appears to be some track within touching distance right here, look. That's right, so we will be following, of course, the construction of Serpents Curse throughout the year, whilst enjoying Valgard at the same time. And we can give you some various different views now that Valgard is open. Views of which I didn't look out on opening day because I was so focused on getting on the rides. So what do we know? Unbelievably, shock to us all, it's a MACK Water Coaster. We kind of knew that from the track, to be honest, and we had a feeling it was going to be MACK from the ground pins. It's going to be Serpents Curse. It's going to reach 44 miles an hour. It's got a lift hill, and it's going to have a big splashdown element down the back. We also found out, although this hasn't been updated on the website yet, that it's got a 1.1 meter height restriction, the same as Raven, and I imagine the accompanied at 1.3 will be the same as well. So it is going to be open to a lot of younger members of the family. There is some advertisement for it around there. In fact, I think there's advertisement all along here for it too, for what's coming next year. So let's get an update for you. It's our first update since Valgard's opened, and I can't wait because I can see it right here. That means when we come around here we can get a real close look. It's the closest we've got to track so far for the ride. It's just, you know, just the other side here, which is really good to see because we've been zooming in, and we will continue to zoom in to have a look at some of the other pieces that have arrived on site. The track is continuing to arrive. I don't think it will be too long till we see vertical construction, although thus far I've not seen any supports. That might change by the time I get to the other end, but here is track. And right across here now we have a whole new banner spanning the site, which actually makes it a little bit difficult to get pictures, to be honest with you. But we will get some, and that of course is advertising the UK's first water coaster, which is Serpents Curse, coming next year. And yeah, it is pretty much a figure of eight layout, which is kind of what we thought given where the footers were down there. It obviously advertising the Donut Forge, which is down the bottom by Raven, the app and various other things, including the Golden Apple Frost, which was incredible. But yeah, it looks really, really good down here. But we can see track this side, so let's see if we can get a close-up of it. We can get views of the top end of the site, areas we've not been able to get to, obviously yet, because of construction of Valgard. But you can see quite clearly foundations are down. And over the back there is where a lot of the work seems to be happening at the moment. All the adverts are up. This one was actually up for opening day of Valgard. These have been added since. Here is your splashdown element right here. Confirmed by the graphics and kind of what we thought. You can see track on the site and the station building going up as well over the back, which again is where we thought the station building would be. And you know, we're not told. The reason why we thought that was the sheer amount of small footers that had gone down. So it was going to be a building of some kind, but of course they are building retail shops, we've since found out and other things as well. So it could have been anything, but I think the concentration of supports, well, foundations really kind of let us know that's probably where the station's going to be. And indeed, that's where the station is. Now, I want to get a close-up of the track that's up here. We've been looking at that from a distance and a view downwards of the site as well, which we've not had yet. We can look over towards the station building, which is kind of started going up. There's a lot of groundwork going on still around this area, much like there is the drop area too. But as we pan around the back, we can get a closer look still of some of the track which has already arrived at the park. And of course we caught this coming in a couple of weeks ago, and it's still there. More has been delivered, which is why it's now panned across the site. As we pan back towards the station, we can also look down towards the other end, which again is a view we haven't had yet of what's going on down there. Here is a close-up of the splashdown area, which is still being dug. So although we do have supports down the back, and I imagine track they've put down the back is for that area as and when. This bit is still being done. It will be interesting to see just how far the splash comes out, whether they protect it or whether this will be sort of a soak zone. I'm guessing round here. They do have a bit of theme in here, but the fences will come down, just how it kind of builds down. I'm really interested to see, because actually that bit of land is at a completely different level to this. It's much lower. There's a bit of a drop down there, as you can probably see, and that was highlighted in the fact that when they built the feasting hall, they had to, reprop it up and everything. So it'd be interesting to see just how the land flows. Hopefully now, people have got over the colour, and they were right. Same initials, same colour as the one over the other side. But the graphics really kind of show you that the Serpent is yellow, which is why the coaster is yellow. Just have faith. We said this with Valgard. Just have faith. Paultons Park will pull off an incredible experience that looks incredible, that rides incredible. The fact this thing goes 44 miles an hour in a little boat is crazy.